Welcome back to the Black Light Podcast. SOUNDEFFECT here with another live reaction. Let's get it. How you guys doing today? Got a great show for you. This was the new balloon pop reaction show that I found for you guys. Shouts out to the creator of this channel. We all knew that there would be some predecessors to Arlette's success and her husband's success over at Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Love Mountain Edition has been pretty good. Some other shows have been pretty good, but I will have to say this one probably takes second place in quality. Just doing it right, being professional, everything being professional. Now, the women were ratchet. The quality of the show was professional, but the women were ratchet. Still going to be a great show. Everything over 20 qualifies as a show sponsor. That guarantees your next live show. If we reach $100 in the Cash App, we've been making that pretty consistent. So I don't think that's too much of an ask. We've been hitting that pretty consistently. So thank you for everybody who's been supporting. Hit the like button on your way into the room. Also subscribe to the channel as you come into the room. We're gonna react to this entire show. Let's get into it. I love when we find new content, fresh faces. Let's get into it. We're gonna examine it together. Let's have a good show. How you guys doing? I'm gonna get you through the rest of your weekend. Let's go ahead and spin the clip. Let's put the timer on and let's let some people fill the room. Then we're gonna make some things happen. How you guys doing today? You guys good?
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
To be transparent initially up front. And as my guy said, if you
Let's make
Come down for the people, cause I live for the people.
Let's clear the board. Shouts out to Brian G, but we gotta clear the board. Much love.
The stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on two separate tracks.
I'm here to tell you right
Special
now.
emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra.
The hell you mean?
Played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension of sound.
My dog died.
In a monaural recording.
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Couple more minutes, we're gonna get going. You're not gonna believe what I found for you. Let's go ahead and get into it. Baltimore in the building. You guys okay? Lafayette in the building, Atlanta in the building, Tulsa, Oklahoma in the building. That's Kevin Samuels' neck of the woods. Snellville, Georgia. What's up? Janice Coleman representing Detroit. Much love. How you doing, Miss Coleman? What's up, Edwina? She's out there in Vegas talking shit. RM's first. What's going on? Oh, I lost the light. Hold on, guys.
See, that's what I'm talking. Vagina. Give me some of that vagina.
Okay. All right. Now, let's get into it. They started with an older lady. She was like 41. They bounced around in the ages and who they brought on. This one was 41. Her energy was real playful. She wasn't bad looking, but none of the guys were going. We're gonna get into it. we're gonna get into it. Drop those locations as you guys come into the building. Somebody said she loved her meat.
Yes, I'm very serious about my meat.
Yeah, this lady showed her ass. If there's anybody else who's already saw this, you guys already see. Most of these women really cut up. What they were wearing was interesting. There's a lot of basically half naked women. We're gonna get into it. I'm not even in the timer. I'm eager to get into it. Greetings. I usually wait till about 100 people are in the room, but you know, the system doesn't always play fair. So, again, you never really know who's really in the room or who isn't. So, we're just going to start working. Down South Yellow already dropped 3 on the channel. Much love. Dollar Crew, you one of them ones. Okay, let's not waste any time. Houston, Texas in the building. Cincinnati in the building. Louisiana, Tallahassee, Florida. I see some people coming into the room. Okay, let's go ahead and get the clip going. Let's see what this lady has to say.
I'm excited, y'all.
She excited. Look, so I got a relationship question for you.
Ooh, okay.
You ready?
I'm gonna have to be. What we got?
So my relationship question is, how do you feel about 50-50?
I'm cool for 50-50. As long as something else makes up on the back end, I'm down for it.
Most definitely.
But we're not gonna do the roommate thing forever, no.
Not forever. I feel it. I understand that. So let's say your man is down and he right now ain't got nothing, but you could tell the grind is real. You could tell he willing to be on his feet. You willing to hold him down?
Oh yeah, if he hold me down, I hold him down. We are teamwork. Teamwork make the dream work, baby.
That's exactly how I work, man. I really appreciate you, man. Let's get you out of there. You looking good.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's bring out our first beautiful lady. Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
Scottsdale, Arizona in the building.
Can I get your name and age?
I'm Ishmaelita, and I'm 41.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a body contouring specialist.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
We're
what
going
are
to
we
talk about the
looking
playoffs
for?
a little bit.
Just somebody to hang out with, you know, chill with, maybe marriage eventually, but yeah.
Okay. And what's a deal breaker for you?
Really don't have a lot of deal breakers. I don't do the extra lying and stuff and cheating. Other than that, I'm pretty cool.
So no red flags?
No.
No? Okay, so we gonna give him a chance.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we do have a few pop balloons. Let's go ahead and check it out, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's come right over here. Hello, can I get your name and age?
I'm 9,000, I'm 33.
Is 9,000 your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
My government name is Cornell.
Okay, so Cornell. Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a tattoo artist.
Okay, and why did we pop our balloon?
You know, I ain't looking for marriage right now. I'm looking, just different things. I feel like I ain't what she looking for right now.
Okay, is that just a little too much commitment for you right now?
I just don't feel like I'm what she looking for.
But it's summertime. You didn't even know.
Summertime?
It's summertime. Sun's out, buns out. You didn't even know.
You right.
popped.
I
beg your pardon.
The world may never know.
All right, is he someone that's your type?
Oh, he's cute. Definitely. I like tattoos. I'm a body art person.
I know, but you're definitely very beautiful. I like your
Now, when talking about how we're dealing with arrested development in the black community, especially with the women, again, to be 41 and this be the type of guy who you're interested in, it says a lot about the quality of woman that you are. And it definitely is a good gauge of her maturity. Let's go ahead and continue.
energy, Crystal. I like your vibe.
Okay, I'm gonna take you up though. I need the tattoo on my back.
You might not have found love, but you know, it might network.
Give me a tattoo afterwards.
All right, let's go on down to the next one. All right, can I get your name and age?
I'm Nick. I'm 25.
And what do you do, Nick?
I deliver mail for a living. Forgive me. I walk down the street carrying people's mail all day.
Okay. So you got
like
some
a
strong
hardworking
legs.
man. I want a hardworking man. Yes.
And why did you pop your balloon?
I pop because of the age. You know, I feel like it's an age gap, and you know, there's things that I gotta mature in. But before I just don't feel like I'm not mature enough yet.
Okay, I commend that.
I got a daughter your age.
For real?
Yeah.
That's cool. What's your name?
Now that's the most respectful way a man can say that you're too old for him. Take notes, fellas. Like that's like as good as it. That's pretty good. That's smooth. They might be playing a lot, but he knows what he's doing. Let's go ahead and continue. They better respect the mailman. Let's get it.
But
I mean, you want to drop her Instagram for him real quick?
Okay, Raquel the celebrity. She's a artist management. Yeah, Raquel the celebrity. Look out for her. That's my mini me.
Is she pretty like you though?
Yes.
All right.
She got the body like me, but y'all couldn't see because y'all popped your balloons.
bad sign when you see the mother talking about the daughter in like a manner like promoting her body to other men. Like, what's going on in the black community to where like that's normalized on any level? It's like, yeah, my daughter's body is T too. It's like, that's not right. Let's continue.
All right, see someone that's your type?
Oh, he's definitely cute. I like the swag. The shoes are hidden, okay?
That's love right there. I mean
Okay,
that.
I like it. It's cute.
But remember, it's all about what's within. That matters.
Yeah, you're a little young for my taste, but I'll definitely hit you up. I got you.
Oh, I look tasty.
Mm-hmm. Like a little snack, you know?
I'm full.
You're young, you a snack, okay?
You got me pulling that Ricky Smiley.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I see a big tray.
Baby, I'm grown.
I'm like, I'm leaving here with something.
All right. All right, we're going to go down to the next one.
Nah, that's still too young.
Okay, all right. Let's go on down to the
All
next one. Can I get your name and age?
My name is Quincy. I'm 29.
And Quincy, what do you do?
I'm a photographer.
Oh.
Okay. And why did we pop our balloon?
Yeah, she's 10 years older than me. I can't do that. I can't do that.
No cougar?
No. You know, I met your daughter, by the way. She's cool.
She looked just like me, right?
Yeah, she's cool.
Is she someone that's more up your alley, the daughter?
Oh, yeah, I got that daughter. She cool. She fine.
You got an uncle, a daddy? Where he at?
Someone from mama. I'm gonna need some money.
Nah, man.
All right, so it's the age thing?
Yeah.
that's
You know what I'm
fine.
saying? Yeah, I just...
Definitely well put together, very handsome.
So he's someone that's your type?
I like to play dress up. I like dress up Barbie, so I definitely can get some looks with this. Yeah.
You said I look like a Barbie?
I dress up. Oh no, I dress up like Barbie. You could be like my Ken, and it'd be fun.
What the hell are you talking about?
That makes sense.
Okay, so you like the vibe with the outfit and everything?
Yeah, I like to put things together.
That's dope.
Again, when looking for more signs of arrested development, it's like he's a man. He's a businessman. Also, he's not trying to play dress up with you. What is your problem?
All right, let's go on down to the next one.
Okay.
Can I get your name and age?
How you doing? I'm Ferrari and I'm 26.
Okay.
And what do you do?
My family owns Houston biggest dispensary, EMF.
Oh. Smoke some.
Yeah, right, okay. And why did we pop our balloon?
It was just the age. You know, she's very pretty. I love her smile. Like, she got the face to where, like, if she smile, it'll make you smile. But as far as, like, dating serious love, I probably wouldn't do it. But on the side, I don't mind.
We can have fun together,
you know, messing with a little on the side, but taking serious.
Oh, baby,
nah,
once you get ish, you get you a wish, okay? Don't get it twisted.
You said you had kids?
I have kids.
How old is your oldest daughter?
My daughter's about to be 25.
See, that's if you're gonna have to see your daughter, but the mama and the daughter.
Okay.
If she look like
Mom
you.
and daughter finding love.
All right, Mama Bear. Is he someone that you're type?
Oh, he's definitely. I love.
Like, don't humor the idea of you and your daughter finding love together at the same time. Not a good thing. Like, just not a good thing at all. Let's continue.
Love chocolate. You know, chocolate and caramel mix is like a Snickers. It's okay.
We gotta find Mama some, but I like it.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till they don't know my age. We just catch them in the
Okay,
streets.
you know, that's what threw them off.
Now, notice in the beginning, she said that she doesn't want to deal with liars. Notice in the beginning, she said she doesn't want to deal with liars. She doesn't want to deal with cheaters. And now she's like, oh, I wish I would have met you guys in a different setting so I could lie to you. I wish we could have met outside of the street so that I could be dishonest. Tracy Ellis Ross just went viral on World Star talking about how like she prefers dating younger men because there's toxic masculinity in her age group. Tracy Ellis Ross, please shut up. Stop talking. You're humiliating yourself. At least this woman has a playful, jipper attitude about the inevitable rejection she's going to receive. And you see how all these younger men are being honest. All the younger men who are jumping up and down on you, Tracy Ellis Ross, they're not being honest with you because they want to hit it and they probably want to go on trips with you and so on and so forth because, you know, they're scrubs with men. They're scrubs. They're scrubs. But you see how like younger men who have options and younger men who actually have choices, they're not really trying to, even when the older woman is good looking and has a good personality, they're gonna wait for younger suitors. That's what they're gonna do.
It's okay, because you sure don't look like it. I'm going to give you that one. Let's go down to the next one.
That's cute, too. They all cute.
Can I get your name and age?
Rome, 34.
Okay, Rome. Can we... You sound like you should be on a radio station or something. Can we hear that one more time?
Button out real quick. She's like, no.
Nah, she beautiful, though. Just get straight to it. She's beautiful, but I just got kind of thrown off by the jacket. Like she said, summertime.
You gotta wait. You didn't want your balloon bags? You said you can wait to see?
She said that she had a surprise.
I'm gonna take it off. You want me to take it off?
Right now, take it off.
Let me hold that for you. Let me hold that for you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Can someone get the jacket for her, please? Thank you. And can we get a little 360? Bow, 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 bow. And there it is. So, did we want to keep the balloon unpopped, or did we want to go ahead and grab one?
For a reason,
Okay.
not pop, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go with that. But how you start is, you know, how you finish.
I like to play dress up sometimes, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right, is he someone that's your type?
Wait, Rome is nice, okay? The voice and everything, the look.
Thank you.
Call me on
All right, let's go down to the next one. Can I get your name and age?
Jalen.
Now, this is definitely a move from desperation, no doubt. It's like, now that you realize, like, okay, so this was your ultimate strategy. You would come out there and not show the men your body, and so when they pop on you for your age, you would reveal your body and go, oops, look like you made a mistake, Big Daddy. No. Men aren't, like, do y'all think that men are this blind and this cheap and this easy for just a fat ass or a woman who's thick? Black men, we've been seeing thick women around the hood. Y'all are overestimating how sensitive we are or how vulnerable we are to a woman with curves, because we whistle at it often. So I think that's what makes it confusing. You see men on the street every day whistling at you and whatever. You can't go to the gas station without somebody trying to holler. So that's what's inflating this body ego. But as you see, your age is ultimately the thing that's burying you. That's why women have to make good decisions in the dating market young. Not when you're past 35, because you could be gorgeous, but men are gonna be like, oh, you're 35, I probably can't even get a kid out of you. Got to listen to your rules. Got to deal with your older kids who are now old enough to pull up on you.
I'm 23.
Okay.
And what do you do, Jalen?
I do HVAC. I work on ACs.
Okay. And why did we pop our balloon?
It was really just an age gap because I'm 23. Double my age. So
Oh yeah, much love to Donnie. He came through and took the sponsor spot. Everybody show Donnie some love, y'all. Show Donnie some love. Hold on, where's the music? Where's Donnie's music? Save music. There we go. Show Donnie some love, y'all. He took the sponsor spot. He dropped 23. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Much love, Donnie. Why don't I have any audio? What in the devil? There we
very
go.
beautiful. So other than that, I can't really complain. But like I said, it was just the age. So.
Okay. And is he someone that's your type?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Chocolate. The blue is nice. I love the color blue and gold. It looks good together.
Thank you.
You well put. Yes.
All right, let's go on back down. We had one popped back here, right here. All right, can I get your name and age?
My name Dex. I'm 34.
And Dex, what do you do?
I work in marketing management.
Okay, and why did we pop our balloon?
I held on because I had a question, but you know my man's got her to take the trench coat off. So
Oh,
Was that your question?
No, that wasn't my question, but it was just like,
Ask a question.
So the question was, I know you said about marriage. I was like, what's your timeline on marriage?
There is no timeline right now. Right now, I'm just having fun. I'm having a good time. Told you, sun's out, buns out. I'm traveling.
A lot of people put that pressure.
Sun's out, buns out.
Oh
my
understand what that was.
Did you like?
Ma'am, you're 41 years old. You're retired from these kind of figures of speech. Sun's out, buns out. Stop. Stop. Your daughter probably can't stand you because you're trying to be younger than what you really are, and it's annoying. And this is the issue with a lot of our black women. They think that they're still popping. All of them. Black women never feel like their day is over. It's pretty disturbing.
Like that answer?
I mean, yeah, it's a good answer, but yeah, I still got it.
So we're going to keep it popped? Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like that was a little vibe right there with.
You know, I'm not for everybody.
Yeah, I understood.
I know he said he saw that vibe down there. That's what it was.
I might be blonde tomorrow. You never know who he gonna get.
Okay, well, if he's someone that's your type.
I like to put together. The shoes are definitely hidden. I like the blazer. Right. Yes.
Custom made.
I like the.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, you want to step out for us real quick? Let him see.
Yes. See why it's like, watch. Yeah. Be like.
Black owned business too, so I got these custom made.
You know, it would have been cute.
We might need to get that balloon back because the vibe right there was beautiful. Are we sure that we don't want?
It's sure. I'm gonna have to hold on to my decision. I don't like the second guess, but she's beautiful for sure. It's definitely somebody I would take out and approach.
Tell your uncle or daddy to call me, okay?
all right, babe. So that are all the pop balloons. Beautiful. No problem. We had a blast though. Thank you for coming back.
It's your boy FG Deezy. Who am I here with?
Tati.
Tati, what's your Instagram?
Boss Lady is BOSS.LadyT.
Perfect. Okay, y'all make sure y'all go tap in with her. Man, so of course you here, you looking for love tonight?
Yes, I am.
Definitely. Okay, turned up. So I got a relationship question for you. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
So it was on the show, the second show, man. I gotta ask this question. How do you feel about paying for the first date when it comes to you and your man?
I don't think I'll do it.
You wouldn't do it?
Not the first date.
So what if you ask?
Huh?
What if you ask to go on a date? You feel like you shouldn't pay?
No.
I feel it.
No, I'm not paying. Not the first date.
I mean, I as a man, I have to say I'm with her. I don't think I would ever let a woman pay for the first date. You know, so my beautiful lady, she know what time it is. So yeah, let's turn up. Let's get you out there. You ready?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I am. All right, let's bring out our next single lady. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Okay, what's your name and age?
Tati, I'm 33.
And Tati, what do you do?
I'm a credit repair specialist and realtor.
Okay, I see you. So
I can see you guys are starting to see why realtors are no-goes. Now, when talking about, again, somebody was bringing up a conversation. Hold on, I gotta close my door. Somebody rose the issue of black women over-sexualizing themselves in the dating market and then complaining that they're being over-sexualized. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this pic. Look at this choice of attire. Doesn't matter how nice the body looks. Look at this choice of attire.
So what are we looking for?
Somebody who is financially, mentally, and emotionally available.
Okay. And what are some deal breakers?
Narcissistic, manipulative.
What the heck did she say?
Self-sufficient.
Look at this. They can't even say narcissistic.
So what are we
Look at
looking
this.
for?
Somebody who is financially, mentally, and emotionally available.
Okay. And what are some deal breakers?
Narcissistic, manipulative.
Narcissistic. Like, listen. You women already don't know what that word means from like a clinical standpoint. Now I'm starting to realize you guys don't even know how to say the word. Just stop. Just stop with this whole narcissist thing. You all don't even know what it is. You are the actual narcissist because you don't believe you're flawed and you don't believe that anything's wrong with you. You think you're perfect. You think all black women, that's narcissistic. Did you just say that all black women are the shit? That's narcissistic just in itself. You guys are projecting. You can't even say it.
Not self-sufficient.
Okay, that's a nice little list. I like it. All right, so we have no pop balloons.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you ask a question.
Okay. Do anybody have any baby mamas?
All right, let's start right here.
That you're still in love with, let me say that.
So the question is, do you have any baby mamas, part 2, that you're in love with?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Let's start right here. All right, can I get your name and age?
Cornell, 33. No, I don't got no baby mamas.
Okay, that's a good thing. I like that.
And what do you do, Cornell?
I'm a tattoo artist.
Okay, so no baby mamas. Oh. All right, a little something to vibe off of, okay.
Yeah, no baby mamas. I'm a tattoo artist. I ain't got no kids.
Okay.
Entrepreneur, hustler, just basically stack price, stay out the way.
I like that.
All right, let's
like
go down
that.
to the next one. All right, can I get your name and age?
My name Dex. I'm 34.
And what do you do, Dex?
Working in marketing management.
All right, and
Okay,
do you
Dex.
have any baby mamas?
So I don't really like the term baby mama. So yeah, my son does have a mother. He's 12. I have full custody of him.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's one.
Oh, part 2 question. Are you still in love with?
He's got full custody of his son. He still doesn't want to use the term baby mama. Shouts out to this guy. And again, we can change the climate of our community by just slowly adjusting the verbiage we use. We label ourselves in very sloppy ways. They tried to cover this in the movie Baby Boy in the beginning, intro part of Baby Boy, that we label things in our lives sort of based off of where we are in our mentality without knowing it. And again, we need to start being conscious of our labels in the Black community. I also do that. Like I have a child in a situation that I didn't marry the woman in, but I would never call her my baby mama. It's gross. Because so much nasty stuff has happened, so much danger has happened and destruction has happened in the community under these names and these ideologies that you don't really, if we can move away from them, I think it really will help the energies of the co-parenting situations, not talking like that. I think we don't really realize how inherently demeaning these labels are, depending on how you're using them. All right, let's go ahead and get into them. Get back into
With
it.
the mother.
Not at all.
Good.
All right, let's go on down to the next one. Can I get your name and age?
Nick, I'm 25.
And what do you do?
I'm a mail carrier.
All right, and the answer to her question.
No, I have no baby mamas, no kids.
Do you want kids?
Not yet.
Not yet? What's the age?
Like 28.
28? 28. Okay. Okay.
All right, let's go down to the next one. All right, can I get your name and age?
My name is Quincy. I'm 29.
29.
And what do you do, Quincy?
I am a photographer.
Okay.
All right, and do you have any kids?
No, I do not have any kids. Yes,
You
I
do
want
want
kids.
kids.
I need 2 boys and a girl.
Okay.
The boys got to be older than the girl, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they could like beat up the girl's boyfriend.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's this whole thing, you know.
Okay. How long you been into photography?
2018, my.
Now, I think that's a funny thing to say, but again, I think we have to like start. I don't like the whole send your brother off culture. I've seen some really, really ugly situations. There's this video that just went viral of some guy who ran up on a dude at a basketball court because his sister was mad because I guess the guy put his hands on her or whatever, and the guy came up and he didn't win the fight. And you guys have probably seen it. It's gone viral on Facebook and on a few other places. And again, it's like these women are setting their brothers up for all kind of humiliation and whatever. Let's not have kids with that mind frame. Like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna have her brothers beat up. I mean, that they're gonna defend their sister. That's their sister. Again, this is bad culture, and this is a pretty classy guy. This is the only thing that he probably did that was out of line. And he probably was just trying to be humorous. Maybe he doesn't even really feel this way, but there's just certain stuff we don't need in our culture no more. The whole pull-up culture, the whole send my brother to beat you up, you know, get off of him, Stacy. It's like a hand reaching out to me from the heavens. Do we love our brothers? Like, if we love our brothers and we love our siblings, we'll stop doing this.
My dad bought me a camera for Christmas.
Okay.
It's been working out since then.
Okay. Might have to hit you up. I like photography. I like taking pictures.
We can do that.
Okay.
She looks mad untrustworthy.
And let's go on to the next one.
I'm sorry. I'm keep passing you up.
Can I get your name and age?
How you doing? I'm Ferrari, and I'm 26.
Okay. Hey, Ferrari.
Hey, Rory, what do you do?
My family owns the biggest dispensary in Houston, EMF.
Okay.
All right. And answer to her question.
I don't have any kids, so no, I don't have a baby mother. And do I want any? Yeah. Every 2 boys, I want 1 girl. Something like that.
Every
so,
2 boys, you want a girl.
So if I have 4 boys, I need 2 girls. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. I want a big family though.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
All right, it's going down. Oh, yep, come on back. My bad. They popped. Okay. So we have them. You know what? My bad. We're going to go down there and see why they popped because we went through them. Okay. Good. All right, can I get your name and age?
Rome 34.
And Rome, what do you do?
I'm an actor, artist, engineer.
Okay, and why did you pop your balloon?
Cause I ain't want to get away with bro. Bro, he a tattoo artist. You need to catch up. You know what I'm saying? I want that for you.
Okay. Well.
So you feel me? Y'all, he taller, all that. So
That wasn't a thing. I mean, I just thought it was nice that he was a tattoo artist because I got tattoos.
Pick the man for her.
I promise you, he a better fit over there. You feel me? So
Okay.
Maybe he's trying to save you. It's all right. Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What we like about it?
The tattoos, the clean cut, look
Appreciate
nice, clean shaved, nice fingernails. Let me see your fingernails. Okay, nice fingernails. They're not dirty.
you got some pretty toes too.
Thank you.
Now, I feel a little spark here now, so.
Come on, man. What, you gonna ink us? What's up? We gonna do a couples tattoo session or something over there?
We can.
All right, it's going down to the next one. Okay. Can I get your name and age?
My name's Jalen.
Man, y'all here on the competition. I'm here to tell y'all the same thing and tell everybody else, man. Y'all are competing for these women. Stop trying to be courteous. Even though you do have more options than women, that doesn't mean you have to be courteous. Men have a little bit more room to pass a woman off than women have to be like, oh, she looks like a better fit for you. Go with her. Women are dumb because women outnumber men at a rate to where they shouldn't even really want to be friends with each other. There's so few men to pick from. If women really thought about it, just intellectually slowed themselves down and thought about it, they would realize they can't even afford friendship if they want a man. Because if you want a man, every friend you have, she's just removing potential men from the dating market that are right in your proximity. It's not wise, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that women shouldn't be friendly or whatever, have constituency, whatever, but be careful.
I'm 23.
And Jalen, what do you do?
I do HVAC. I work on ACs.
All right, and why did you pop your balloon?
It just seemed like it was too much for me to handle, to be honest. It just seemed like it was out of my range.
Too much to handle?
Yeah,
Can we reference what we're talking about?
It just seemed like I just can't handle that, so I'm just gonna let it go. So,
Dang, I never heard that before.
yeah.
Now, I think I understand where he's coming from. I don't know why I keep losing the light. Try to not pay attention to how unbalanced my situation is right now. I think I know what he's talking about. A lot of guys don't feel safe with women like you. There's a line in a Drake song that I like a lot. I think it's in his record 6 p.m. in New York, his freestyle in 6 p.m. in New York. And he has a line in there that I like. He says, I'm with a girl with an ass so fat that it's partly embarrassing. I'm almost embarrassed the girl that I'm with is so thick. And that might have been some goofy ass light skinned nigga shit to say. But I felt where he was coming from. I remember every guy knows in their dating experience when you pull that girl who everybody's kind of eyeing because she's the girl with the body or whatever, it can attract trouble. And not like you're scared of other men and you're afraid of conflict. It's just that even if you're ready for conflict and you can fight and you are equipped and you are armed or whatever the case may be, most men aren't looking for conflict. They aren't looking to defend a woman at every turn. Every single time every time she steps out of the car and goes into the gas station, you see some guy hollering at her and you got to do something about it. Some guys don't really want to deal with that, with you BBL, IG model, thick. And I'm not saying that it's anything. I'm not saying that these women are undesirable because of this. I'm just saying I just think it's a personal preference. I do. Some men don't want like a woman who is going to constantly be getting whistled at. Every time you go to Walmart, you got on leggings and you wearing something you probably shouldn't be wearing just to come home talking about something. You won't believe all these niggas and what they was saying and blah, 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 knowing damn well you like the attention. It's a lot.
So I just got to ask real quick. Is it personality-wise, or are we talking about physically, maybe the back end?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Dang, really?
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
sorry. But you look good, though. I ain't knocking it, but...
Thank
it's
you.
just,
We can't be mad at him. At least he know that, he ain't going to try to, listen, I ain't the one. I can't handle it. So we commend you for that one, okay?
Yeah, she's
All
a
right,
gas
let's come on
station.
back down.
She would be a star at the gas station.
All right, so we do have some unpopped balloons.
Man, it's
this
back there.
is the hard part. Before we do that, actually, I'm going to have you answer your own question. Do you have any kids?
I do have 3 kids.
And how many fathers?
My dog.
Are you in love with any? If there's more
No,
than one?
I'm not in love with. And just to say that my kids are from 2 previous relationships, that I've only been in 2 relationships my whole life, and those were serious relationships that I had my kids with. I'm not just out here just, having kids. So.
Okay. Well, the hard part is over now.
It's not just about the way a woman has a baby. It's not just about the way a woman has a baby. It's about just the fact that those babies cost money, and men only want to spend money on children that they birth themselves, if they can. There's going to be a large group of the dating market who's going to be willing to date stepfathers, but for the most part, it's going to want to be a stepfather. But most men who don't have kids yet are going to want to date women who don't have kids. And women are like this. Women do the same thing. So, yeah, the host definitely put her on blast. I like the host. She's cool. She was very neutral.
So we're going to go check out why they popped, okay?
Okay.
All right, Cornell, why did we pop our balloon?
I ain't got no kids. I'm 33, no kids. So, I've dealt with women with kids, and, I'm still just a big kid myself. So I might just be too childish for her.
Okay.
Okay.
And is he someone that's your type?
He is. And I'm goofy myself. I have a sense of humor. You'll laugh
you
all
look
day
like you
around
play
me.
too much. You look like you get me in trouble.
So, yeah.
All right, it's going down to the next one. All right, Nick, why did we pop our balloon?
The girl said 3 kids, and I don't even have none. I don't think I'm fit to really just deal with kids, you know what I'm saying, right now, because, I need all the attention myself, you know what I'm saying, and I'm childish and I'm goofy too, and I would rather me just share it with you than share it with,
Okay. I understand.
And is he someone that's your type?
No.
Any specific reason why?
I like fit guys. That's because I'm in the gym. So, not saying he's not fit, but he's just not my type. So.
Yeah, I'm certified big body, eh?
Guys with this body type actually hit the hardest. Guys he probably beat up everybody there, boy. Nah. Again, I just want men to be able to ask for and request a fit woman with the fluidity that women are able to do it. I know that there's double standards in this world that exist. I get that. But I just think it's more important that a man asks that question or has that emphasis on that standard than a woman. So men are being silenced, even though it's more important for the woman to be fit than the man ever will need to be fit. Yet we're not allowed to speak on it. But a woman is given pure immunity to look at a guy and go, yeah, your body's not, that's not what I want. I don't think she was attracted to him. She's not attracted to the fact that he doesn't want to deal with her kids.
Man, I can't do nothing about
And that's
that.
fine. You handsome, but you just not, my body type. So.
Yes, ma'am. Respectful. Respect.
All right, it's going down to the next one. All right, Quincy, why did we pop our balloon?
You really had us go down the line. Actually, we ain't had no kids and you got 3. So to me, that was you be springing surprises on people. Man, really like that.
It wasn't.
It does. I think he's got a point. I think he has a point. Because you're projecting, and it also could be revealing that you haven't settled what you've gone through with one of the 2 of your fathers of your children. You might not be excuse me, you might not be, the door might not be closed. And that's why you're worrying about it in other people. Because every time I see women doing this, come to find out they still have feelings for their baby daddy, or they're still vulnerable or open for their baby father. And that's why they see it everywhere they look. He's right. For you to be like baby mama cautious and you have 2 baby daddies who probably won't like the idea of men being around their kids, yeah, that's going to rub something in the wrong way. Probably most men. Let's get back into it.
Is it more so do you have kids? I don't mind a guy having kids. It's more so are you in love with your ex and the kid's mother? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't have those issues with my child's fathers. Like, they've moved on. We all co-parent really good. So I don't want to go into a situation where a guy has kids with someone and he's still in love with, with his BM.
That's real.
So that's really what that was.
I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But dang, that was that was a surprise. I didn't expect that from you, and I had to step out.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, is Quincy someone that's your type?
He is.
Oh.
He is.
Okay.
He was.
All right. Is it physically? You like
physically,
what he was saying?
The fact that he is business oriented. I am, very tapped in with business. Clean cut as well. Handsome. I like that.
All right.
And he is my body type as well.
Okay. Let's go on down to the next one. All right, Rari, why did we pop our balloon?
First of all, I just want to say you're very beautiful.
Thank you.
Like, I'm talking about physically, your personality seems amazing. But, for somebody with no kids, I don't think if we were to actually get serious, I probably wouldn't be able to handle all 3 of them,
Okay. Well, they don't need to be handled because I handle them.
But how many baby fathers?
Oh, they don't need to be handled because you know how to handle them. This is why being a stepfather is becoming such an undesirable thing when it comes to modern women. Just 10, 20 years ago, being a stepfather, it wasn't a shameful thing because the stepfather could actually come in and be an actual father. It wasn't taboo. It wasn't trivial if you would be able to discipline the kids. That was already expected. Nowadays, these new modern day single mothers, they're saying, come in and take care of my illegitimate child that I had with somebody else, but you can't discipline them. This is why it isn't the kids that are making it impossible for single mothers to have success. It's the things that the single mothers are saying. It's your choice of words. It's your rules. They're tighter than the women of old who needed a stepfather. The women of old knew that they needed somebody to come in and kick the kids' ass. You women are like, that's my baby. If you gonna have to talk to his daddy, men who are doing well in life don't want to have to talk to another man every time they got to get a kid together. They don't want to have to be like, I'm gonna talk to your daddy, let him get you together. I ain't finna be dealing with you, Traquan. It's like, man, nobody got time for that. Hate to say it, in most cases, the most favorable stepdad situations is when the dad is like long gone and just ain't around at all. That sucks, right? But it's true because from the stepfather position, you don't have to always be talking to another man all the time or explaining yourself to another man all the time about what you got to do with kids who you're responsible for. She's like, oh, you don't got to handle them because I handle. Yes, he does. He's the man. If he were to take over your household, he's the man. Yeah, he do got to handle them. That's more of that single mother dishonesty. Oh, you don't have to really raise my kids. They have a dad. Stop. Because if the dad don't live with the kid and I do, I'm taking care of the kid. Men want you to be honest about a deal that they got that they're going to inevitably have to accept.
Yeah.
I just have 2.
Yeah.
One I was engaged to, one I was married to.
Okay, yeah. But even then, like I said, I don't even think, if I care about you, I have to care about them in a certain sense. But I don't have any of my own, so I really wouldn't.
Okay.
But yeah, you're very beautiful.
Thank
and I love your tattoos.
Thank you.
Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, he is. And I don't normally date, I'm not going to say normally date. I haven't had any, dark-skinned guys. I've always been bright-skinned. So he is handsome.
Thank you.
He's very handsome.
Thank you.
All right, let's come on back. Oh, okay. We're going to stop right here.
Thank you, David.
Why'd we pop our balloon?
So I popped only because she said she wasn't really into the dark skin. I'm a little dark myself.
No, I didn't say I wasn't into dark skin.
So-
I've never had a dark skin guy.
it
They
just-
always been bright skin like me.
Okay. I mean, it's okay to have a preference. I ain't really take a.
Now, it could have, he might be jumping the gun on this one because it could have just been by coincidence. Some women say that they only date dark-skinned guys, but then they meet a light-skinned guy who they like, and then they just like, whatever. A lot of times people are playing around with this type of stuff. We call colorism a lot of the times, but sometimes it's just, she just said that that's who she usually dates. But it doesn't mean that she's closed off to dark-skinned guys. And I could smell that dark-skin, light-skin bias on a woman early on. I would have known that that's what she was on. Let's continue.
Offense, but I mean, your type is your type, so that's fine. But
You could have been the first one.
Eminem said she likes you because of the weed, man. It's like, I know, it's just like ghetto. She was like,
somebody I
let's
would
spark up.
approach, talk to.
Okay.
I just feel like her preference is not, me.
Oh, you saying preference? I don't have a preference. I've only dated 2 guys my whole life. They were bright skinned. So that's why I say he's a handsome, dark skinned guy.
I got you.
You know?
Yeah.
Does that make you feel a little different about that pop balloon?
I never second guess myself.
Something about the outfit, the everything about you. I just don't believe you only dated 2 guys. Maybe you have, but I haven't come across a lot of women who've only been with 2 guys and their whole entire life, and they're this eager for attention. Like, you know, you have a big butt, whatever, you got a decent body. It's not even a BBL. She's naturally thick like this, probably. But you're choosing to look at the way you're choosing to flaunt it and fishnet. Look, it's just. But you want people to believe you've only been like it. It's just like what Dave Chappelle was saying. It's like y'all go out dressed in a SEX worker's uniform, and then when somebody walks up to you and is like, "What's up with that pussy?" You women are always like, why are you like assuming that I'm just gonna bust down just because my butt cheeks are hanging out? We like bitches because your butt cheeks are hanging out. My bad. I assumed you were a nasty broad. I assumed you were what you dress like. You know how confusing this is?
Myself, but again, yeah, very, very beautiful.
Okay, thank
Is he
you.
someone that's your type?
No.
Just because I'm dressed this
Any reason
way.
why?
No reason why. Just not my
Chivalry
type.
is dead, and women kill
All right,
it.
let's come on back down. So that are all the pop balloons.
I think most of them came from the kids, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But I take care of my children. I'm a very good mom, and you know, any guy I pick, he wouldn't really be stepping in to like take care of my kids. You know, so.
All right, well.
People don't, like, a lot of women don't get, it isn't even the fact that we taking care of them ain't even a lot of times the biggest issue. A lot of times it's you women. Y'all be thinking like you're going to be in full control of the children, but we have to fully pay for them. The moment y'all the moment y'all start talking like, oh, I don't need you to get my kids together. I can get my kids together. You're cooked. You're cooked. You women don't get you're cooked. Nobody's about to pay for some illegitimate mistake that they cannot even discipline. All you women out here tuning in who have kids, you better understand this. Men don't want to accept these kind of deals. It doesn't matter how good you look. Some guys will act like they accept the deal for 4 months, but they just like how your body looks and they just want to hit it. They want to smack your butt cheeks together a couple of times and then they want to move on. They don't really plan on staying. That's why they're acting like they're okay with not being able to beat your kid's ass. They're there for a short time. I don't like the dishonesty. Now, they brought a woman in that was 22. It didn't really go as well for her either. Let's spin the clip. Not bad looking either. Love me some chocolate. Let's spin it.
That's okay. You know. Are there any red flags that we're trying to dodge? Can I get your name and age?
I'm Sammy. I'm 22 years old.
All right, Sammy. And what do you do?
I'm an admin at a hospital.
Okay. And what are we looking for?
I need someone that's just gonna be is ready for a committed relationship. If not, then that's okay. You know.
Are there any red flags that we're trying to dodge?
Liar, bad breath, hygiene. Yeah, if you can't dress, much. Not good.
You like what you see
yeah,
so
I like
far?
what I see.
All right, so we do have a few pop balloons. Let's go check it out real quick. All right, can I get your name and age?
I'm Cornell, 33.
And Cornell, what do you do?
I'm a tattoo artist.
All right, and why did we pop our balloon?
Yeah, hospital women.
Because she's
I
22. You know me, I'm 33, so that's kind of a big age gap. And I just, yeah, she's 22.
It's just the age thing.
Yeah, but she cute though. I like a little chocolate drop. You know what I'm saying? But
Her skin is glowing. I'm gonna give her that.
yeah, she fair, but I don't think she ready for me though. She got to be this tall to ride this.
You
ride.
mean you're not ready for me?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
You might be right, babe. You might be able to learn me something.
Okay.
You know?
Can you just put up your glasses real quick?
Yo.
Okay.
Right. I'm easy on the eyes.
All right, is he someone that's your type?
No.
No, and
But
why
he
not?
is handsome though. It's just I don't really find him attractive. Yeah.
All right, let's go on down to the next one. All right, can I get your name and age?
I'm Dex. I'm 34.
And Dex, what do you do?
I work in marketing management.
All right, and why did we pop our balloon?
Kind of the same reason. She's 22. I'm 34, and 12-year-old. That's kind of a lot for a young 22. Is she in the healthcare? You in the healthcare field? Yeah. She pursuing her career. So to kind of, if she was to come into my situation, that'd be, just.
You want something a little more established?
A little more established. Yeah. So that's the only reason. Yeah, very beautiful. Love the outfit, chocolate. She's beautiful, but just not for me.
All right, and is he someone that's your type?
No.
No, and why not?
Same thing. I just don't really find him attractive. Yeah.
All right.
It's all good.
All right, let's go down to the next one. Can I get your name and age?
Nick, 25.
And Nick, what do you do?
I carry mail.
All right, and why did we pop our balloon?
First, I want to acknowledge, she's really pretty, She got that, she's like Florida.
Okay, everybody popped on her. She was really young. We're moving on.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
All right, can I get your name and age?
Destiny, 25.
All right, Destiny, and what do you do?
Currently, I'm working on my 3rd degree. I do like a flexible schedule with that, so I'm working in a restaurant in the food service industry.
All right, and what are we looking for?
Looking for someone who kind of chill, relax, not too friendly, but also can bring out that extroverted side of me. Someone, patient, someone who I can just, vibe with, banter, energy, kind of, pretty much that's it.
Any red flags?
Red flags.
Oh, no, it's not
I want to
that,
say
man. It's just,
lying.
there
that's
wasn't
a big
really
one.
anything compelling. I actually got a chance to watch
9 times out of 10,
this,
if you can tell me the truth, probably can figure something out. But once you lie to me, that's it. We can't do that.
Okay, all right. So no liars.
Yeah, no liars.
All right.
We still got a lot more to
only have a couple
go.
pop balloons. Let's go check it out.
All right.
All right. Can I get your name and age?
I'm Cornell, 33.
And what do you do, Cornell?
I'm a tattoo artist.
All right. And
Now, I will say, she was actually, I think she was the best woman that they had come out the whole entire show. Now, those disgusting piercings hanging off of her face, you guys know I have critique for those piercings. But I don't really, everything that she had to say was really good up until the end. And you guys are going to see where she went wrong. She was good everywhere else. And then it's going to speak to a talking point we've been trying to bring home for a very long time. Let's pay attention to this.
Why did we pop our balloon?
I just don't think she my type, and I think she probably too young for me.
Okay, so age, not your type. Gotcha. Is he someone that's your type?
No.
No? Any specific reason why?
No, it's the initial attraction, just not there.
Okay. All right. All right, let's go on down to the next one. Hello. Can I get your name and age?
Nick, I'm 25.
And Nick, what do you do?
I carry mail for a living.
All right, and why did we pop our balloon?
Well, I'm more into bigger girls. You know what I mean? I feel like, since I'm a big dude, you know what I'm saying? I like to eat. I love to eat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, she's kind of, more on the athletic side. And she looked like she runs way faster than me. And yeah, no. But that's kind of why. Other than that, she real cute. She got a nice smile and everything. So
Thank you.
That was a lot.
He said it looked like she runs way faster than him. It's yeah, she probably do, but what that got to do with anything, brother? She just looks very athletic. Look like she even got a little wagon back there. She ain't bad.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
No, it's
Anyway.
fine.
No. Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. I do cook, so my bad boy.
You said you like to eat. She said,
I
no
love
worries,
her energy.
I got
It's
you.
the type of energy I like to
What's
be
your favorite
around.
dish to
It's really chill.
I think my favorite dish was Tuscan chicken.
Yeah, she just needs to
Yeah,
get rid of
Tuscan
that
chicken.
piercing.
How about this? You ever put Canadian bacon bits in your spaghetti getty?
No, I don't eat pork. But you did pop though, so you know.
Yeah.
Respect.
And did you say he was someone that's your type?
Yeah, he's good looking. He's a good looking guy for sure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, it's going down to the next one. All right, can I get your name and age?
Rome, 34.
And Rome, what do you do?
I'm a producer, artist, engineer.
All right, and why do we pop our balloon?
Just age gap and kind of the nose rings threw me off a little bit, but like I can tell she's beautiful and intelligent.
All right, is it the nose rings, like you don't like piercings, or just those specifically?
It's a lot different piercings and everything. That's it. Just
Okay. And is he someone that's your type?
He's a good looking guy. I probably wouldn't necessarily go for him though. Like if I was out in public, probably wouldn't.
So you wouldn't approach him, but you'd be okay with him approaching
Yeah.
you? Okay, all right. Let's go on down to the next one. All right, can I get your name and age?
I'm Jalen, I'm 23.
And what do you do?
I do HVAC.
All right, and why do we pop our balloon?
It just seemed like, I don't know, like my lifestyle probably wouldn't accommodate to yours. Like, I know I like to like get my hands dirty and I like to hunt and stuff, but I feel like you the type like you don't like to get your hair wet type stuff. So I just feel like we just not gonna really get, like, you know, we're not gonna match.
So you feel like your day-to-day wouldn't match, or just like what you guys are interested in?
What we're interested in pretty much. I just feel like our vibes wouldn't match.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
No, he's just not my type. There's nothing in particular. I just feel like initial attraction just really wasn't there.
Okay. Ripside 2 says, Arlette, greater than this host, just on looks. Tell the truth. I think she's prettier than Arlette if you're talking about looks. Quality of the host, I think Arlette does a really, 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 really good job. She does a good job. But of course, there will be better personalities out there. There will be people who will host this better. I do think that Netflix host that they picked, I don't think that she does the show as well as and hosts as well as Arlette. She's a highly trained actor. So that says a lot. Shouts out to Arlette. Much love. Let's get back into it.
Okay. All right. Let's go on back down. All right, lovely. So we do have a few unpopped balloons. I'm gonna let you go ahead and ask a question. Yeah.
A question. Okay. I have two. I think they kind of piggyback off of each other, but I think the first one that I want to ask, it might seem like the typical question, but there's a reason, like there's a method to it. So, how do you give and receive love in reference to the 5 love languages?
Oh, God.
All right, let's go check it out. Can I get your name and age?
You ever meet
I'm
somebody
Dix, I'm 34.
and they're so boring,
And what do you do?
you feel
I
like
work
they
in marketing
poisoned you?
management.
All right, and go ahead and answer her question.
So you talk about the 5 love languages. I don't necessarily subscribe to that because you can't put the intangible in a finite box. So you can love people in many different ways. So as far as the love language, I just think that's like buzzwords.
Do any of them resonate with you at all? You know, like physical touch, service?
Not really, because there's a season for everything. Like this season, you might need words of affirmation. Another season, you might need comfort, physical touch. So you got to really know your partner and know what they need in their time of season. So the love languages, I don't really think like that's just something people use to try to make something intangible tangible.
Okay, so
got
do
a
you
point.
feel like the love languages are something that you should do all throughout the relationship, or just cut them out?
You kind of just like, I don't really think you should put like necessarily put words to it. You just know your partner and just know what they need, and then you give them that what they need, and y'all pour into each other. So
Okay, so you're building that connection, so you know how to treat them.
exactly. It's a lot of things people need, so not necessarily just those 5.
Okay, so he didn't technically answer the question based off of the love languages, but he did give a good answer. Yes,
that was a good response.
Okay. Was there a part 2 you said, or was that it?
No, we can. That was like the initial question. If I have more questions later.
All right, let's go back down. All right, can I get your name and age?
My name is Quincy, and I'm 29.
And what do you do, Quincy?
I'm a corporate headshot photographer.
All right, and go ahead and answer her question.
Copy and paste.
So you feel like it's not one specific love language to give and receive, but it's something you should just learn about your partner.
To be more in depth about the question. So I think that there's definitely seasons, there's definitely times where I would like someone to give to me, or someone that I want them to be more physical with me, right? I think what's most important is that my partner is listening to me and understanding me and putting the time in to understand what I need and when I need it, and vice versa. You know, I want to be able to listen to my partner and find out when I can do what she needs and how often I need to do it.
I have to say, this is a breath of fresh air to hear the men talking like this. I love it. I definitely do. Was that a good answer for your question?
That was good.
All right, let's go on down to the next one. All right, can I get your name and age?
I'm Ferrari, and I'm 26.
And what do you do?
My family owns the biggest dispensary in Houston, EMF.
All right, and go ahead and answer her question.
You know, I like that question a lot because I feel like anytime I want to actually, initiate like a hangout or something with somebody, I always ask them like their 5 love languages. So what I do is, you said how do I best give or receive love? What I usually do is I ask, out of like all the 5 love languages, like if you had to put them in the order from most important to least important, like what would your 5 be? But give or receive love. Let me see. I'm a giver. I feel like if I like you,
I hate this love language.
If I want to,
annoying.
like, I don't know, if I want to be with you, it's always quality time. I always want you around. If I'm always thinking about you, I'm always trying to text you, and I don't even be on my phone. So if I'm like texting you, that means I want to see you. I want to see what you're doing, and just receiving love. I don't know. I feel like acts of service is just important for me. There's somebody just doing things to let you know that they really like you, they really care about you, whatever it is. That could be texting you, checking up on you, I do content as well, so if I got a video day tomorrow and I wake up and all my camera batteries are charged, it's just like, oh, she kind of thought about me, so it's just, things like that was how I receive, like, love in the 5 love languages, so I like that question.
I swear, y'all just keep topping each other's answers. They just keep getting better and better. Okay. All right, let's come on back down. All right, so we do have those 3 unpopped balloons still. So this is the hard part. You gotta pop 1 balloon. Okay. It can be based off of physical or how they answered your question. All right, go ahead. All right, I'm gonna meet you down there.
Came right down and popped.
All right, lovely. Now, why did we pop our balloon?
Good looking guy, but I think the reason I asked the question the way I asked it, it's kind of like a thinking process. He answered it mostly within the realm of the question, whereas the other 2 kind of stepped outside and I feel like they applied it a little more like what I was looking for, because you have different seasons, and I think like sometimes people need physical touch, sometimes people need gift giving, but if I need physical touch and you're buying me gifts, that's not really conducive to the process.
So was that a trick question? Because I personally feel, I'm just going to defend him real quick. I feel like he's the only one that actually answered the question for real.
He did. He definitely did answer the question. However, I feel like the other 2 were like a little bit more aligned where I would have taken it. He did answer the question for sure, though.
So that was your part 2. That's what you was looking for, the part 2 to step out the box.
Like, they were all great answers. They all did great responses, and at the end of the day, it just came down to how do I think I would mesh more with the person.
Your mindset and everything. Yep. Okay, gotcha. And is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy, for sure.
All right, let's come on back down.
I was going to get to that.
All right, gentlemen. Hot seat. you get to ask a question.
You can tell on some of their responses,
Need a moment?
some of the things that
We
they
ready?
say, like how they
right,
want
it's
to be
going down.
handled.
All right, what's your question?
So I heard that you were working on your 3rd degree. So currently, what is the degree you're working on, or what are the other 2 that you have?
So
Okay, here's
I'll
where
tell
it
you the
gets
first 2.
interesting.
The third one, since I'm still in the process of it, I'm kind of like one of those people, get it, then talk about it, you know?
Okay.
But the first one is just a general studies associate's degree. And then my second is I have a bachelor's in psychology pre-med with a minor in chemistry.
Okay. And what does that look like? What do you?
So initially I was like on a path to medical school, graduated with honors, everything. And then I kind of was like, do I really want to be a doctor? So I kind of like spent my time working in the hospitals, you know, medical scribe, working in urgent cares, and I was like, this is where I feel like I thrive, but I want to try something different. And then now I'm kind of in I'm kind of in a space now where I'm going, that's it. Like I got my mindset, I'm working on it, I'm getting it done. So.
Okay. Gotcha.
What is
You
it?
good?
I want to deep dive a little bit more. So now you're working on your 3rd degree. So what does your time management look like?
Time management? I actually have great time management skills. I work, I go to school, and I still manage to make time for the people around me. Connection is important to me, so people make time where they can. If I had to go to work 9 o'clock in the morning and I got off at 5 and I have a little gap in between, hey, let's go get something to eat. You can come study with me. Even if you're just watching TV, I'm studying. Like, I like the quality time for sure.
No, nobody's taking your sloppy second studying ass, non-available, working on your sloppy second time. You women, like even you women who are really, really close to being a catch, you guys are going to have to understand something. Guys are not going to date you on your way to making it and on your way to figuring it out. That's your job. It's your job to support a man as he figures it out. Y'all want to be nurtured, taken care of, paid for, while a man is like technically second to your goals and your dreams. She almost had an ideal match here. This is a very unfortunate thing that's getting ready to happen here. Pay attention closely, especially the career women.
All right, it's going down to the next one. All right, Quincy, what is your question?
Okay. Tell me about a time where you were able to overcome something that you felt was absolutely impossible while you were in it.
Why I was what?
Tell me about a time where you overcame something that you felt was impossible while you were going through it.
You know, honestly, I don't look like what I've been through. So that's probably something like, depending on how this goes, we could talk it deeper. But I will say that being a former athlete, sometimes you have those doubts about being able to achieve things. I feel like school, that's always been my thing. Like, I ran to that, but being an athlete, like, I wasn't always the fastest on the track or anything, but, you know, I worked for it. And, you know, I feel like once I really, like, started to believe in myself and kind of build that confidence within myself, that's when I was able to learn that if I say I'm going to do it and I want to do it and I put my mind to it, I literally can keep tackling those hurdles, like, in the real world, not just on the track. So that's kind of, I guess, a way I can tell you. Everything else is kind of like a deeper dive, like family, relationships, friendships. Like, you know, life is up and down. It's not a linear thing. So I really think it just depends on what life is throwing at you in the moment, but I'm definitely not going to fold.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on down. All right, baby doll, we got the 2 still. Are you ready? All right, let's go on down real quick. Quincy, you done made me walk all the way back over there.
Next call.
You know what? I guess so. You got it. You got it. Drama. Here we go. Come on, Quincy. Why do we pop our balloon?
It was tough. I think that you and I can have wonderful conversation with each other. However, when you first came out here, you said you don't like people that are friendly, or didn't want a man that was friendly. I'm a very friendly person. I'm a very lively person, and the person that I'm with, I want them to be able to match that energy. I want to be able to walk into a room and be able to leave them alone while I go network, so that they can go network as well, and we can come back and be like, yo, I just made a bunch of sales, or something like that, right? I want to be with somebody that got a little ADHD or something. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me explain why wise women in the dating market do not prefer friendly and agreeable men. I can tell that this woman has an older man in her life who's given her real game, or she's actually listened to wisdom or learned from the mistakes and the failures of the older people around her. Friendly men are some of the most garbage boyfriends and husbands in the dating market. I'm not here to argue with you. I will not argue with you. It's not a debate. And I'll explain to you very briefly why they are. Nice guys are bad boyfriends because they make their masculinity available to everyone at any given point a lot of the times. They're so kind and so helpful that they don't understand that the big booty girl is luring you with the, I need you to help me with my groceries. She doesn't actually need help with her groceries. He's the least likely to pick up on these type of games. Guys who are more disagreeable and whatever, they're more likely to only be romantic with their woman, and all the other women out there in the dating market get the dust that they deserve because they're not his woman. He doesn't owe them any courtesy. He does not owe them protection. He doesn't owe them anything. Nice guys don't understand this. They think that wherever a distressed woman exists, he has to come white knight. Everywhere a woman is sad and crying, he has to see what's going on. Next thing you know, she's jumping his bones. Again, there are wise, historical, she's being reasonable. And this is why, and I'm gonna say to all of my guys out there who are ultra agreeable, ultra like friendly, and you cool with everybody. It will cost you in the dating market. Get over it. And what I like is that she's not a ratchet woman saying this. She's not like a woman who's looking for she's not a woman who's looking for a pookie. She's not looking for a pookie. I can tell she's looking for somebody chill and sophisticated. She just doesn't want any problems. She doesn't want her man being too accessible to other women, and that I understand. Nice guys make a lot of oopsie daisy mistakes with women all the time. And it's really from being a kind person. Okay, let's get back into it.
Like that's my thing.
Yeah.
You know? So it don't got nothing to do with you. I think you're a very beautiful girl. You know, which is why I made it this far, because I'm very attracted to you. But I think that we would be great friends.
That friendly part, were you referring
I touch
to?
on that?
Yeah, I want you to. Go ahead.
Maybe I should have used a different word. I feel like there's a difference between a friendly man and a friendly woman, and a social man and a social woman. What's an example I could use? Obviously, some people are the life of the party. I'm kind of reserved at first, and then once I warm up to people, that's when you kind of feel my personality. But I think friendly, how do I explain this? What's a good example?
I'm just try to help you there. Are we talking about our man being too friendly?
Yes, but social is
we understand.
You see what I'm saying?
So I understand. I like how you broke that down, saying being social and being friendly. So us women, we do have a thing about our man being a little too friendly, meaning you in everybody's face, or a female, and you're just doing just a little too much. Opposed to, like you said, in a social setting, you hang out, you network. I'm gonna go over here and network. That's more of the social thing we're referring to, right?
Of course, you want a man, obviously you want a man who's likable, he can relate to people, he can bring around the family. But friendly, that's different.
I feel it.
You see what it's friendly is definitely different.
So me being friendly has been paying my bills for the past 2 years. Okay. I'm not turning that off.
Okay.
I got to get to it.
Yeah.
Everybody got to rock with me.
I can respect it.
There's nothing I can do about that.
I can definitely respect it. Yeah.
All right, let's come on down. All right, I'm gonna have you scoot right on over here for me. I gotta make some space. Come on down.
Bro, the too friendly thing, you can go so many ways with it. Have you ever gotten in a relationship with a girl, and then all of a sudden, especially when you're in those high school settings, those trap settings, those school environments, college settings, you get in a relationship with a girl, then all of a sudden some other girl starts sniffing around you. Some other girl starts needing help with her books all of a sudden, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then next thing you know, by the time you talk to the girl who you're dealing with, she's like, yeah, that's just that's some chick. She always trying to talk to every guy that I talk to and blah blah blah. And the only reason why she tried to pursue you with the like, could you help me real quick? I seem to be lost, is because everybody know you a nice guy. That's why she thinks you can be stolen away, because she know you super save-o, right? So I think I'm with women not really being with the super friendly, agreeable guys and like.
All right, you guys, this is your time where you get to ask a couple more questions. Do you have anything you want to ask?
I think I have a question.
Go ahead.
Would you say that you are reactive, explosive, or Let's just stick with the two. Would you say you're reactive or explosive in any ways?
Neither, but probably more so reactive. I'm patient, so I like to assess things before I make a decision. So I'm real patient in that aspect. So yeah.
All right. Did you have a question for her?
Yeah, I got a couple. One, how do you feel about kids?
Kids? How many do you have?
I have one.
You have one? How old?
12.
12? Okay. Yeah. I have a niece. She's 14.
Yeah.
I've been around kids my entire life, babysitting, working in schools.
Okay.
I do well with kids.
And I would say, since you're working towards your third degree, like where do you see yourself in like 2 to 5 years
2 to
down
5.
the line?
Definitely finished with the degree.
Yeah.
Working. I am 25, so I mean, in the next 2 to 5, at that point, I'd like to be married, house, figuring out, are we doing more kids? Is this enough for you? Working with my partner based on like the life they had before me. So.
That sounds good.
You good with that question? You want another one?
No, that's a good question. I don't want to pop my balloon on her because she's very beautiful, so I'm gonna just toss it away. Initially, I was gonna pop because of the nose rings, but when she started talking, I wanted to give her a chance. She started talking. She seemed like a very interesting person. She clearly has a lot going for herself with the school and things. I already finished, graduated, well off into my career. I feel like we might be too busy for each other. And then throwing a 12-year-old into that mix, I feel like I might get in the way of that, and it would probably be hard to build.
Again, everybody. Now, what am I always saying on this show? What does a guy with quality, a guy who has things going for himself, a guy who's stable and actually is a true leader, what does he have? What time? Like, this woman had every characteristic trait he was looking for, but her being too busy and consumed with a career is what ruled her out. How many of our marriageable, good-looking black women are we going to lose to this feminist mindset of I'll put a career first while I chase a man? Look at these women dying under this logic. Look at what you baby boomer women are doing to even some of the women who smell like they're marriageable on some level. Look at what y'all doing to them. Men will find them desirable in every way until they realize they aren't available. You women have to understand the biggest part of your value when it comes to a man is how available you are to be of service to him. If you're not available, you're going to lose to women who make less money and have more time to devote to the guy. Okello says the host should be on TV. She's a natural. She does do very well. And she seems more interested in from a personal emotion. She's good at making you believe that she's excited about every potential match. That's where she's kind of beating Arlette, and where I think Arlette should learn from these other hosts, because they're stealing from you guys. Look at all of their thumbnails look like you guys as Arlette. Everybody does their thumbnails and they little intro music. They're all stealing from you. Arlette, you better look at some of these hosts and steal. It is like, what? Yeah, she got you on that a little bit. She's kicking your ass a little bit, Arlette, but that's okay. Learn from her. She is a really good host. She's good at this. I noticed this at probably 20 minutes into it. I was like, oh, she's probably the best host we've seen, because she's she makes you want to, she knows how to get you excited about potential matches in ways the other hosts haven't been able to do. So, I don't think she was going to disqualify him because when he said that he had a 12-year-old, she mentioned that she's good with kids. She has a cousin, she has a niece who's 14, and that wasn't a problem at all. He had a problem with the fact that she has a career that's going to be consuming, and he's like, how are you going to help me raise a daughter who already probably needs a lot of help because she spent 12 years of her life with a man not being raised properly, like by a woman. Like, I need a woman who's going to come in and clean up and make up for that deficit. You look like you're just busy. You like you're going to have like scraps of time to give us. And when he could get a woman who's fully devoted to his child. And a woman who's never had kids too. Guys who only have one kid, he might as well not have any. Because it's for guys, it's when you start getting past that number of 5, 6. That's when it starts to start looking like. That's when it can start to actually affect which women will actually date you. It's serious. This was actually very disappointing because I can tell in so many dimensions, this woman, you have the pedigree of a wife. You just so happen to be caught up in this modern woman, Western, let's get to a bag, then focus on a man mentality. And it's really sad. Harry Hogan dropped 30 and took the sponsor spot. Much love to him.
Mama, there goes that man.
He says, yeah, the host is really engaging with the panel. Yeah, it's really refreshing. And she's kind of has this really, she's exuding this really, really good energy. Like when they don't make a connection, she's disappointed in the way that you're supposed to be. Arlette's just very neutral, but I don't want to compare. Arlette does a great job. I don't want to crap on Arlette. Arlette does a good job. There will always be better. There will always be somebody who does it a little bit better. Okay, halfway to go. We only got one archetype left. Don't give me 2 justifiable days off.
But definitely, if I was someone that probably wasn't in single fatherhood and all of that, I would definitely try to make something work. But I just feel like that might be the main conflict with each other. But you have a lot going for yourself. You're very beautiful, and I really hope you find somebody
Thank you. I can respect
that match with you.
Yeah, put the kids.
Disappointing. I want y'all to understand what y'all are looking at here. I've probably never been so sure I'm looking at 2 people who could have definitely spent the rest of their lives together in harmony. And let's talk about what killed it. What killed it is feminism. What killed it is Western women and modern women in your new belief system that you need to be focusing on your own independence instead of family. These are 2 perfectly suited people. And they will not go anywhere. They will not do anything because the woman is out of line. When these old women are online talking about it's the women that's going bad now. It ain't the men. It's the women that's going bad. This is what they're talking about. This is what they're talking about. These are 2 people who I know for a fact would be really, really good for one another. And it'll never happen. It'll never happen now because the woman puts her career above family, or she believes that she can do both. And he realistically and very pragmatically understands that that's not going to happen. He's like, nah, I see the big picture. Men are practical. Cost to reward, risk, cost to reward calculators, naturally, built in. We're not marrying you women's independence. What y'all think this is? Like, we're not. You want a guy to just pay your bills while you focus on your independent career that doesn't have anything to do with him. Yeah, no. That's probably not going to happen. And good luck for you. Glad that you can learn some shit. I'm glad you went to school and all that. But look what it's doing to your life. You will only be the age you are at one time. This is your last hoorah at being whatever you are. Whatever you are. It's just sad, disappointing, disheartening. Rethink how you view success, ma'am. If you view success, like, look at all the women who focused on success and didn't have kids clearing the 55. Do they look happy? They don't. Look at Tracy Ellis Ross. Every 6 months or so, she has to get on a podcast to try to make herself not look as miserable as she actually is. And it's lame as hell. Michelle Obama, you should be ashamed of your damn self, too. You're on a podcast talking about, snapping your fingers to her dealing with younger men, knowing you would never conduct yourself is stupid. You're sitting up with a good man. You're sitting up with a man who's of quality while you champion a woman to be a loser. Yes. I was like, Michelle Obama ain't shit either. Yeah, I said it.
First, I love that. That's really good. Yeah.
Y'all gonna make me cry.
Yeah, this is disappointing.
All right, so I guess it was not popped, but it was tossed to the side.
Now, this is why she's one of my favorite hosts. It's because she really did a good job of embodying the disappointment of what just happened right here. You just saw two people who literally probably are so evenly matched, it make you want to knock both of them down. And not like sexually, but push them both down. Pause. You know what I mean? And again, they literally will not be able to exist and have a life because one of them adopted very, very poor, destructive belief systems. That the only way she can feel secure. This is proof that black women do not trust their men. Y'all don't trust us. What do we do to y'all? Like, I know we didn't do nothing to y'all. I think the system did it. Whatever we've been put through these past 400, 500 years, something, because y'all don't trust us. Because y'all come up to us like, marry me, but I don't feel safe without this degree. What if you don't? But they got like a what if papers with black men. I got to make sure I got a job because what if? Because we're just such liabilities, right? Us black men, we're just so ready to go upside your head and we're just so here today, tomorrow, deadbeat fathers, whatever, blah, 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 that you can't really put your chips in on us. So my question is why do you want to date us and marry us then? Why is there always this, why are black men not marrying? Why are black men doing this, this, and this if we're so bad? It has to be subconscious programming. We have to just be destructed and we're destroyed as a community. Because this woman don't seem aggressive, but I can tell she doesn't trust. She's suffering from the same thing all other black women are suffering. They couldn't trust the men in their community if they wanted to. Something happened. Something happened with us.
All right, Dex.
All right, final girl.
It was a blast. I'm sorry. I'm like, I felt it. I was like, I feel it. But it's good. We will love
feature presentation.
All right.
Thank you.
It's your boy FGE Deezy. Who am I here with?
Kayla Cammie Simmons.
Is that your Instagram?
It is Cammie Simmons.
Gotcha. You ready to find love tonight?
Oh yeah, always.
Always?
Always.
So how long you been looking for love?
I would say about 5 years now.
5 years looking for love? Hey,
5 years.
Hey, we're going to have to turn you up tonight. We got to get you some love tonight.
Okay, I like the way that sounds.
Definitely, man. So I got a question for you. You ready?
Okay.
So if you were stuck in a room with your ex, what would y'all do and why?
Ooh, that's a good question. All right, if I was stuck in a room with my ex, I would play hide and go seek.
And why is that?
I like to play games. I'm childish at the end of the day. Not childish in a bad way, but I just believe that you should have fun. You only live once, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like
can't trust her.
All of my exes were in a really good place.
Okay.
So, and they're very funny. And I'm very funny, so it just makes sense.
Most definitely. I rock with it. So comment down below and tell me if you was in a room with somebody or your ex, what would y'all do and why? Make sure y'all comment down below. Man, let's get you out there.
Okay. All right, let's bring out our next single lady. Hello. Hi, beautiful. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Can I get your name and age?
Sure. My name is Kayla, and I'm a 20-something.
Okay. And what do you do?
I actually own a media podcast marketing company, and I'm a former TV reporter.
She really thought she was about
what do
to
you look
just
for in a
exist
man?
So I'm looking
incognito.
for someone who is evolving, someone who likes to have a good time, because I like to have a good time, someone who is open to just having discussions, and also just looking to be a leader, looking to continue to get to know and build a community together too. That's big for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we do have some pop balloons.
Okay.
Let's go check it out, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hello. Can I get your name and age?
I'm Cornell, 33.
And what do you do, Cornell?
I'm a tattoo artist.
All right, and why did we pop our balloon?
Just not my type. Just not my type.
Is it a feeling of aura, physical?
I don't like her outfit. It's just not my type.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
Not really, but I love you though,
I love
with
you
the
too,
love of grace of God.
Nah, for real.
All right, let's go down to the next one. Can I get your
I love the good energy there on that rejection. I thought she was a good person at this point.
name and age?
My name Dex. I'm 34.
And what do you do?
I work in marketing management.
All right, and why did we pop our balloon?
You say you how old? You ain't even give you.
I'm a 20-something.
Well, see,
you know, a lady's not supposed to tell her age.
Yeah, that's.
Intel.
I got you. Well, yeah, just not necessarily.
No, only older women say that. That'll be a thing when 22 to 23-year-old women start coming out talking about, I don't want to tell my age. When a 19-year-old woman is like, you don't ask a lady your age. When a 19-year-old does it, then it's a thing. But you 49-year-old women be like, you should never ask a woman her age. How dare you? You rude as something. How could you ask a woman that? We can already hear you. We can hear how old you are. Now, you said 20-something. See, because you're choosing to be reserved in a time where you shouldn't, it's far easier to guess your age than you could ever imagine. Because you said 20-something, I'm gonna go out on a limb and trust you that it actually is within your 20s, right? And again, there's only a few age ranges within the 20s decade that you wouldn't want to disclose. So that's how we know you're over 25. 26 and 27, it doesn't start to sting just yet. We know you're 28 or 29. Which means you're in the danger zone. This is, again, why women, y'all need to make better relationship choices in the beginning of your life so that you don't spend the back end of your life acting weird. Okay? This is how you, so you can feel comfortable telling people your age when you're over 30. Just make good decisions before you're 30 with men. So you don't have to be all apprehensive and self-conscious. Now you can't even talk. Can't even tell nobody what your age is. Come on, lady.
Necessarily my type. But nice smile though, real nice smile.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
All right, is he someone that's your type?
No, I'm gonna be honest, not really.
Any specific reason?
The confidence. You know, I feel like when you walk in the room, it should exuberate, and I think a lot of that has to do with building up yourself, by yourself before you get with someone.
Shoulders back.
No, it's just not really feeling it. Yeah.
She would you
But
puff
it
the
was nice
chest a
meeting
little
you,
bit.
Yeah, her type is her type. It's all love.
But it was nice.
This is when I realized she had like an attitude problem and she was going to find a way to have an issue with anybody who rejected her.
Meeting you, though.
All right, let's go down to the next one. Can I get your name and age?
I'm Nick. I'm 25.
And Nick, what do you do?
I'm a mail carrier.
All right, and why did we pop our balloon?
I don't want to sound like that dude to where his audacity overrides his genetics. Walking around here with $5 genetics and $1 million worth of audacity. But I just want to say that, you know what I'm saying, you got a nice spirit, a nice smile. It's just the physical part for me.
Okay. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it.
That was so crazy worded. I really like that. I do. That was, wow. I'm going to have to use that. I like that. All right, is he someone that's your type?
No, but you're a handsome gentleman, but definitely not.
Is it a physical thing?
I would say physical, and also, too, I'm the type of person I can see beyond the natural. Your spirit needs a little working on, but, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
She dug deep real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and ma'am, you don't have any talent. Like, I don't think you're that good of a read of a person. All he is the most playful, the least ready for a serious situation. That's the only thing that stands out about him, and he's been honest about that. You're not calling anything out. You're not deep. You're not intuitive. Nothing like that.
It was nice meeting you, though.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go down to the next one. Can I get your name and age?
My name is Quincy. I'm 29.
And Quincy, what do you do?
I'm a corporate headshot photographer.
All right, and why did we pop our balloon?
The top is. Did you make that yourself?
I didn't. No. Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm not trying to be mean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the outfit.
Okay.
And that we were told to come dressed for it.
I got you.
Dressed to impress, and I just couldn't understand why that top was chosen.
I understand. We all got opinions.
Can you elaborate on why you thought she made it?
It looks like she made it, which I'd be like, dope.
Mm-hmm.
Keep practicing, but like, I like
You said keep practicing?
Yeah, like keep going, like make
okay.
more, like do more, make more. Like I think that's dope, like being a creative, because I'm a creative, so like, I think that's dope.
Okay.
That's why I was like, did you make that? Because I'd be like, yo, congratulations.
No.
Well, okay.
No,
Well, my bad.
That was definitely
Oh,
shade.
no, you don't have to apologize. You never apologize.
I like the way he throws
All right,
shade.
is he
but
someone that's your type?
Definitely shade.
I like the outfit, but you looking to the side a little bit too much for me.
To the
and that
side.
says a lot about, when a guy does that, or anybody, it says a lot about communication skills. I'm about
leopard pot
communicating.
belly.
And when I see things like that, it says a lot about your trust in yourself and who you're communicating with. That's big for me. So it's nice meeting you, Quincy.
I get that. I appreciate
Or can I
the
call you
feedback.
Q?
Call me Q.
All right, Q.
More, baby. Cool. Yeah, it's all good.
All right.
All right, it's going down to the next one. Can I get your name and age?
Rome, 34.
And Rome, what do you do?
I'm an artist, producer, engineer.
All right, Roman, why did we pop our balloon?
A beautiful woman, I can tell that she has a great spirit, but I didn't understand the outfit myself, so that's what it was.
All right, so it's just the outfit. If we had a different outfit on, do you feel like we would have felt something different?
Now I feel like that's just, I feel like we had some fun, turned up together.
Okay.
Is he someone that's your type?
Not really. I like the stature.
It looked dry.
But I'm at the turn-up stage. I like to have a good time, don't get me wrong. I love to travel, love to go roller skating, love to have fun with like any guy that I'm considering or he's considering me as well, and my girls. But you're very put together, I don't know if you're from Houston or not, but it's given like Georgia maybe.
No,
You
I'm
from Georgia?
born and raised north side of Houston.
North side of Houston? Okay, but you put together though. I like you though.
Thank
you. Yeah.
All right, it's going down to the next one.
Okay.
All right, can I get your name and age?
I'm Jalen, and I'm 23.
And what do you do?
I do HVAC.
All right, and why did we pop our balloon?
For me, it was you said you was 20-something?
Mhm.
I feel like you just hiding that. It's
Okay.
like, you got to be insecure about something, or like, either like, this is going to be an issue. So I just feel like you just not saying that, it's going to be, it's probably hiding something that's probably going to be more issues later
I
on down
got
the
you.
line.
Other than her not
Other
saying
than
And
that,
I
I don't have a problem
agree.
with your outfit or nothing like that, but I mean, you look good, you have a nice spirit, you have a nice smile, but other than that, that's pretty much it, though.
I appreciate it.
Is he someone that's your type?
No. My thing, it takes time to, loyalty is gained, it's not, or it's earned, it's not given in the first couple of takes. So I think something.
Wait a second, ma'am. You have lost it. You've lost it. Loyalty and knowing a person's name they're not synonymous. You can know a person's name, and that doesn't mean you're loyal to them. That just means you know their name. You're trying to get deep so that you don't have to divulge the information that you don't want to divulge. Let's continue.
Sometimes it takes a couple conversations, and sometimes men and women, they forget that step until they get into these situations where, they get to know people and, they don't really honor that. So it's a no for me. But it's nice
talking
meeting
about
you.
the loyalty bar, is that for you not
Yeah, when
saying
you
your
said
age?
my age, yeah. I think when you're like gathering intel from someone and you expect them to give certain things, it's earned. So for me, it's like you got to get to know the person a little bit before you start to even get information like that. Me,
You got to get to know me first before you know information like that? Ma'am. Information like that is how I get to know you. I'm not sure if this is your first day being a human or not, but to get to know someone, you sort of need important details about them. And the ones that you need to know immediately, especially if you want to, I don't know, keep yourself out of jail. It's like, how old are you? Are you single? Are you available to date? How old are you? I'm not earning the right to figure out if I'm going to jail behind this exchange or not. I'm not. What the? Never heard this one before, y'all. Let's continue.
I'm big on healing and things like that. So when I hear things like that, it's like give an opportunity to get to know someone before you know. But it may be a little bit too critical. I don't know. Maybe I'm digging too deep.
Question for you. So you know people do have an age preference. If someone is 35 and they say their cutoff is 29 and you say you're 20-something, what if you're 22?
I think that's part of getting to know someone.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, they can't talk to you if they find out you're 22.
Yeah, I mean, this is a different kind of setting. It's television. Yeah, I just don't like to talk about my age, but that's just a personal thing.
All right.
Well, actually, because it's television or it's media, that means they have even more. They're even more justified in needing to know the important information fast. You're the one who's out of place. Everybody who's come onto these balloon pop shows up until before you, they weren't over divulging by giving their age up. You're under divulging by not giving it up. You're being weird. And you're being a poor sport. You want to be a part of the game, but you don't want to follow all the rules. People like you suck. People like you ruin get-togethers.
Yeah.
Let's go back down.
Okay.
Oh, we did have one pop balloon right here. Can I get your name and age?
Hi, I'm Ferrari and I'm 26.
Okay, nice to meet you.
And what do you do?
My family owns the biggest dispensary in Houston, EMF.
Okay.
All right, and why did we pop our balloon?
I kept it for so long because I was initially going to pop on your outfit. But I'm the type of person where it's like you could simply change, It's just something off about the outfit. But the more I looked into your face, your eyes, you have a beautiful smile. So it was just the appearance that I was initially going to pop. But then I'm like, you know what, let me just hear her out. And then there's a lot of things talking to everybody else that I heard. I heard you mention girls. So that's multiple kids.
No, I don't have kids. I said hang out with my girls.
Oh,
like
okay. Anyway, okay. I that was one of them. But another thing was, man, what did you say? I'm sorry. You said something about the age thing. There's nothing. I'm 26. All right. There's nothing wrong with if I'm initially trying to. The first thing I'm going to ask is your age. Just because in a society to where it's like the young could look really old, the old could look really young. I just want us to be transparent initially up front.
Of course.
As my guy said, if you're just withholding something as far as just, that should be like, I feel like in the first conversation, the minute meeting somebody, age should just always be in there. That shouldn't be something you ask later down the road. It was like you were just withholding it already. So I kind of agree when it was like a confidence thing. If you're 20, so that means you're in your late 20s somewhere. I love older women. There's nothing, trust me, because younger women are kind of immature, but I love somebody older. So with just those qualities and just hearing you, you speak, I was just like,
oh my God, bro, you might be the most you might be the guy who's been attracted to the most, who talked herself out of the most opportunities since we started this show. These women are like enamored with you. You also, here's a rule of advice. And everybody, I speak for probably most people who are watching this. Stop leaning into your family's money so much. Like, everything about you is, like, tells me, like, I know you didn't start the business. Like, you're just there, working, showing up, whatever. And then you're just bragging off of your family, your hard work, your family's hard work. You're just coasting off. It's very, I don't know. And there's nothing wrong with being proud. You're part of the family business. It's cool. It's just, I don't know, something about it. And then you keep talking, you keep thinking that you're saying the things that these women want to hear, which is really upsetting me because they're already attracted to you. And then you talk them away from wanting to sleep with you. It's wow work. I want y'all to pay attention to this guy. This is what happens when you got all the other intangibles, but you're overusing, you're doing more instead of just doing enough.
I don't think I could just, it's a lot of like, I got to dig into, it just be something simple that just rolls off. But it was just a lot of, got to dig, I got to earn, a name, where you're from, age. It was just, I don't know.
Nobody's about to do that. Who are you?
And then you're a little sassy, sassy. But other than that, you're really pretty.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah, and who's about to deal with that? We're at time. Who's about to deal with that? Nobody. Like, I don't know what you were thinking, ma'am. I don't know what made you think that you were going to basically come onto this dating show and not divulge any information about yourself and think that was going to go over well and be like, yeah, you have to earn the right to actually know if it's legally acceptable to date me. It's like you could be some 19-year-old stressed out, shot out broad who just looks older and really you're or you could be I don't know. Well, people need to know who you are. Or really you look young for your age and you're like 57. Which we would want to know that too. What make you think we want to live in a world where like guys want to be like, I wonder what I got. Like, I'm just working on her. Pretty soon I'm gonna work my way up to being able to know her age. Who are you? Who are you supposed to be? What is he going to experience to where he's going to keep wanting to come back to this mysterious, weird situation all the time? Some of you women, you're hurting yourself in the dating market. But again, what this speaks to, though, is that women, y'all don't make the right decisions when you're younger. Then you come back to the dating market older, weird. This is why older men don't like older women. They don't want to date women in there. And then women like Tracy Ellis Ross want to say, oh, it's toxic masculinity. No, in today's day, it's toxic masculinity just to ask a woman, what do you bring to the table? What do I get for providing for you for the rest of your life? What value do you offer? That's toxic masculinity, fellas. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. These older women, they're shooting themselves in the foot. They don't know what to say. They're hiding their age. They're acting weird. They're wearing these crazy, crusty wigs. It's on them. They're just archetypes of women like Kendra G, other women who pick their career over a man. Now you're just by yourself. James Dent just dropped 20 here at the last moment. That puts us at about 75. That's great money to have justifiably 2 days off. $25 sponsors the show. We'll be back here tomorrow to react to Kendra G. I don't know. I won't be able to come back till Tuesday. I'm taking Monday off too if we don't make goal. But anywho, I'm going to rant just a little bit further. Much love, James. Then I appreciate you. What was I about to say? Yeah, older women. You all are embarrassing. Tracy Ellis Ross, shut the hell up. If you were happy with your dating life and you were happy with what was going on in your dating life, you would not need to go on podcasts with older women who ain't got shit to do and just talk a bunch of nonsense. Like, talking about how you're dating younger men because the older men have toxic masculinity. The younger men are in agreement with the older men. You did not find a different group of men. Men are men. Younger men are going to sleep with you and not take you serious. Older men are going to sleep with you and not take you serious. What's the difference? And it's the same outcome, Tracy Ellis Ross. You're single. You're not by yourself. Michelle Obama, shut the hell up. You got a man. Why are you even... Shut up. Why are you even talking? You got a man. And you on there praising her up. Talking about some, like, oh, you're dealing with young men because that's what you can deal with? That's not a flex. Go tell Larsa Pittman and all these other loser post-wall women as well. That is not a flex. That you're sleeping with younger men who would never marry you. That's not a flex. You women are embarrassing. Tracy Ellis Ross, you're embarrassing black women. David Edwards came through, took the sponsor spot, and sponsored the show. Show that man some love. We'll be back here Monday. Much love. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. He's our lead sponsorship person at the moment. 1%er, not to be fucked with. Appreciate you, David Edwards. Let's get back here tomorrow and knock this show out. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Thanks, David. Thanks to him. Show him some love. We're gonna be back here Monday. Thanks to him. Sunday we don't do anything on Sunday, but Monday will be our next show. Thank you very much. You guys hit the subscribe button on your way out of the room. Hit the like button also. I will see you guys in the next show. Take it easy.